Deep in the heart of the Caribbean, there lives a creature so small, it's hard to believe it's real. This creature is not just any bird, it is a marvel of nature. This tiny wonder is the bee hummingbird, the smallest bird in the world. Its size is so minuscule, it often goes unnoticed. Imagine a bird smaller than a dime, weighing less than a penny. It's almost like a living, breathing speck of magic. That's the bee hummingbird, a creature so tiny, it can perch comfortably on a human fingertip. Its presence is almost ethereal. Its delicate frame and iridescent feathers make it a sight to behold, a jewel of the avian world. The colors shimmer in the sunlight, creating a mesmerizing display. Its wings, beating up to 80 times per second, produce a faint humming sound, giving the bird its name. This sound is like a soft whisper of nature. This rapid wing beat allows the bee hummingbird to hover in mid-air, a feat of aerial acrobatics that few other birds can match. It can dart and weave with incredible precision. The bee hummingbird, with its diminutive size and remarkable abilities, is a testament to the power of nature to amaze and inspire. It reminds us of the wonders that exist in the smallest corners of our world. The bee hummingbird is endemic to Cuba, meaning it is found nowhere else in the world. It makes its home in the island's forests and gardens, flitting among the flowers in search of nectar. Within Cuba, the bee hummingbird is most commonly found in the mogotes, a unique landscape of limestone hills that rise dramatically from the surrounding plains. These mogotes, with their sheltered valleys and abundance of flowering plants, provide an ideal refuge for the bee hummingbird. The bee hummingbird's preference for the mogotes highlights the importance of habitat conservation. Protecting these habitats is crucial for the survival of this tiny wonder. By protecting the bee hummingbird and its habitat, we are helping to preserve a unique and irreplaceable part of our planet's natural heritage. The bee hummingbird is not only incredibly small, but it's also incredibly beautiful. This tiny bird, the smallest in the world, is a marvel of nature. Its feathers shimmer with a rainbow of colors, from iridescent green and blue to fiery red and orange. These colors change and shift as the bird moves, creating a dazzling display. The male bee hummingbird is particularly striking, with a bright red throat and a shimmering green crown. These vibrant colors are used to attract mates and establish territory. The colors of the bee hummingbird's feathers are not due to pigments, but to the way light reflects off the microscopic structures in the feathers. This intricate design is a wonder of biological engineering. This phenomenon, known as structural coloration, creates the iridescent, jewel-like effect that makes the bee hummingbird so captivating. It's a natural spectacle that never ceases to amaze. The female bee hummingbird is slightly less colorful than the male, with a predominantly green back and a white underside. However, she still possesses a subtle beauty that is equally enchanting. The bee hummingbird's vibrant colors are a testament to the beauty and diversity of the natural world. Each bird is a tiny, living rainbow, a reminder of the wonders that nature holds. The bee hummingbird's small size and high metabolism require it to eat almost constantly. Its diet consists primarily of nectar, a sugary liquid produced by flowers. The bee hummingbird uses its long, slender beak and extendable tongue to reach deep into flowers and extract the nectar. In a single day, a bee hummingbird may visit up to 1,500 flowers, consuming more than half its body weight in nectar. This incredible feat of foraging is essential for the bee hummingbird's survival, providing it with the energy it needs to fuel its rapid wing beats and maintain its high body temperature. The bee hummingbird's preference for nectar makes it an important pollinator. This vital role in the ecosystem highlights the interconnectedness of all living things. Section 5. Important pollinators. The bee hummingbird plays a crucial role in its ecosystem as a pollinator. Pollination is the process by which pollen is transferred from the male part of a flower to the female part, enabling fertilization and the production of seeds. Without pollinators like the bee hummingbird, many plant species would be unable to reproduce. As the bee hummingbird feeds on nectar, its head and beak become dusted with pollen. When it moves to another flower, some of this pollen is transferred, facilitating cross-pollination. The bee hummingbird's small size and hovering ability allow it to access flowers that are inaccessible to larger pollinators. This makes it a particularly important pollinator for certain plant species that rely on the bee hummingbird for their reproduction. Section 6. Threats to survival. Despite its remarkable abilities, the bee hummingbird faces numerous threats to its survival. Habitat loss is a major concern, as deforestation and agricultural expansion continue to encroach upon the bird's limited range in Cuba. Climate change also poses a significant threat to the bee hummingbird. Rising temperatures and changes in rainfall patterns can disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems, affecting the availability of nectar and other resources that the bird relies on for survival. Pesticide use is another concern. Pesticides can harm beneficial insects like bees and hummingbirds. The illegal pet trade also poses a threat to bee hummingbirds, as their small size and striking appearance make them a target for poachers. Section 7. Conservation efforts. Thankfully, efforts are underway to protect the bee hummingbird and its habitat. Conservation organizations are working to raise awareness about the importance of this tiny bird and the threats it faces. In Cuba, the government has established protected areas where the bee hummingbird and other endemic species can thrive. These protected areas help to safeguard critical habitat from deforestation and other threats, providing a safe haven for these vulnerable creatures. Research is also playing a vital role in bee hummingbird conservation. Scientists are studying the bird's biology, behavior, and habitat requirements to better understand how to protect it. Public education and outreach are also crucial for bee hummingbird conservation. Section 8. The beauty of nature. The bee hummingbird, with its diminutive size, iridescent feathers, and remarkable abilities, is a testament to the beauty and wonder of the natural world. This tiny marvel, the smallest bird on Earth, weighs less than a penny, and yet possesses an incredible strength and agility that allows it to hover in midair and dart between flowers with precision. It reminds us that even in the most unexpected of places, life finds a way to thrive, often in ways that defy our imagination. From the cracks in city sidewalks to the remote corners of untouched wilderness, nature's resilience and creativity are boundless. This tiny bird serves as an ambassador for the countless other species that share our planet, many of which are facing similar threats to their survival. The bee hummingbird's existence highlights the delicate balance of our ecosystems and the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect these fragile habitats. By appreciating the beauty and fragility of the natural world, we can foster a greater sense of responsibility for its protection. Every small action, from reducing waste to supporting conservation initiatives, contributes to the preservation of our planet's biodiversity. The natural world is a source of endless fascination and inspiration. Its intricate web of life, from the tiniest insects to the grandest trees, offers lessons in resilience, adaptation, and harmony. The bee hummingbird story is a reminder that even small actions can make a big difference. By planting a tree, preserving a habitat, or simply appreciating the wonders around us, we contribute to a legacy of stewardship and care for future generations. Section 9. Support wildlife conservation. The future of the bee hummingbird, like that of countless other species, depends on our actions. By supporting wildlife conservation efforts, we can help to protect this tiny wonder and ensure that future generations have the opportunity to marvel at its beauty and resilience. There are many ways to support wildlife conservation, from donating to reputable organizations to reducing our own environmental impact. We can also make a difference by spreading awareness about the importance of biodiversity and the threats facing our planet. The bee hummingbird's story is a powerful reminder that even the smallest creatures can have a profound impact on our world. By working together, we can ensure that this tiny wonder continues to grace our planet for generations to come.